Good evening and welcome to Sell Your Own Product on Amazon for Income and Lifestyle, with the emphasis on the lifestyle. Naturally, that's what we're all about. This is Terry, your Amazon private label coach. I just welcome you to this session tonight because tonight we're going to talk about FBA Lemonaide, making FBA, and some of the Amazon rule changes. Now, not great things, but there's some things you need to really be cognizant about it because Amazon, I think, is taking some of this slow time that we're going to be talking about, and they're kind of cleaning house. They're coming down, and they've made some, not so much they've made changes, but they're kind of enforcing those changes. So what I'm trying to say is just kind of bear with us. We're going to go through this tonight, and I've made a PowerPoint presentation like usual, and as usual I'd like to point out that the question and answer app is over here, but while I've got the PowerPoint on, I can't see it. So when I get done with the PowerPoint, we will go to the question and answers, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you've got. So put it up there and we'll get to it, but don't think I'm ignoring you by the PowerPoint because I can't see it. So with that said, we're going to go over to the PowerPoint now, and let me see, is there anything else? Oh, just shameless thing. There's a link there if you want more information about the course over on this. I don't know which site it is on the screen, but it's there, and you'll see it. What can I tell you? That's a shameless plug I put in for the course. We have a good course. Glad to work with you to get your private label products going. So with that being said, we're going to go on over to the PowerPoint tonight, and the PowerPoint is upon, making FBA Lemonaide, if that's what you want to call it. So let me pull it up here, and we're going over here, and we're going to start this right here. So basically what it's about when business is slow, and I guarantee you business is going to be slow for the next 6 weeks probably. So this is June now, maybe about 6 weeks. Yeah, it's going to start picking up about August, especially if you're going to be selling school supplies or anything like that. Business is really going to start pick up about the 1st of August or so. So be prepared. But in this slow time, if it's slow to you, if you're selling a lot of summertime items, it might not be slow. So I'm just guessing, but I think for the majority of it, and for me too, things are slow like that. Well, I did have a good week last week, so maybe I couldn't say that, but I'm trying to say is normally this is a slow time of year. Kids are out of school, things are a lot of different things going on, so to vacation time and all that. So generally business is slow. What can I say? I'm not going to make any excuses for it. So if it's slow, when business is slow, what can you do? Listen to this. What can I tell you? You can complain and do nothing. Or you can complain and do something. Or you could have a plan to compensate for being slow. And we kind of talked about that last week, about how to plan, how to compensate, and how to have a plan for being slow. And then the fourth thing is you can accept that it's slow and enjoy the time off. Now, I'm to the point where it used to be number 3 was what I very seldom would ever complain. It's just a fact of life. Things are going to be slow, but usually if I had a plan to compensate for slow, I caught up on some of the things I was behind on, did some different brought out some different products, worked on different products, see if they'd work or not, and I had a plan to compensate for being slow. And then now that I'm getting older, sometimes I just kind of accept it as slow and enjoy the time off because, as you know, I'm retired, and but even that I don't work all the time anymore, still I need that time off. So what can I say? Anyway, let's go on. So you can complain and do nothing. What do you do when you complain? You're always pointing the finger to this thing. Naturally, it would not be your fault that it's slow. Heavens to Betsy, not. It's a season. It's the summer. It's the summertime. It's what can I tell you? It's poor me, and then let's go eat some worms. That's my favorite one. I got a grandson. I always kid him about that because sometimes he's got this really sullen look, and I love him to death, but it drives me up the wall because it's like, oh, come on, Grandpa, let's go eat some worms. Life's terrible. The girls aren't paying any attention to me, and I'm not doing good in math and all this kind of stuff. So I'm kind of working on him like that to get him to have more of a positive attitude. Not trying to force him by any means or anything like that, but let him to see that let's go eat some worms ain't gonna get him anywhere. It's not gonna get him any sympathy, at least not for me. Now maybe his grandmother and something like that might get him some sympathy, but not for me. So complain and do nothing. I don't know what to do. You don't know what to do? Why don't you do nothing to do? We've got a course. If you're taking the course, it teaches you what to do, tells you what to do. If you're not taking the course, well, I don't know. Just bring it on your own. But there's got to be plenty of things you can do. If nothing else, go out and pull weeds. I don't know. Don't know what to do. And then complain and do nothing. I'm just a little angel. I don't deserve this. And I'm like that, man. What can I tell you? I don't deserve this. You don't deserve this. God knows we don't deserve this. We just need to be put up on a pedestal and taken care of. And that's what we want the government to do, just kind of take care of us, increase our benefits. Things are slow, and we can't work 40 hours a week. Oh, man, come on. Give me a break. And then at the wages we're getting, I want 15, 20 bucks an hour. What can I say? And I'm not going to get political tonight. Sometimes I do, and that's okay too. But I'm not going to do. I'm just going to kind of go with the flow tonight. So complain and do nothing, and then complain and do something. All right, business is slow. Come help me. Come on, guys. You can see I'm working as hard as I can, and things are slow, and I can't make it do any better. So come and help me. Business is slow. Demand more government handouts. Now, this, and I also realize you can complain and do something positive. Those are pretty bad that I put down there, and I don't really mean to be negative tonight, but it's just I've seen a lot of this lately, and believe me, I don't like it. If you're going to complain and do something, make it positive. Business is slow. Come on, let me help you discover my product. Let me help you understand more about the product I've got. And there's all kind of things you can do. So what can I say? Complain and do something. These first two are not my favorite, but now have a plan to compensate for being slow. All right. It's slow here. You can see the guys. That's a woman, I believe, if I remember right. It's a time to put plan slow into action. Plan S into action. So what are you going to do? You can increase your ad budget. If the times are slow, then increase your ad budget to keep that up there. Try and keep your volume the same. And by trying different things and that, you might have to discount some products, but still you keep it up, keep your name out there, and it's all going to benefit you. So increase your ad budget. Try new advertising ventures. Let's try. There's we talked about it. The coupon and deal sites we've got right down below there. The reason I put that down because we're working on some new videos for the course on coupon and deal sites. We've got a couple on there. There's a couple more new deal sites, and so we thought we'd give you some ideas about how you can put your product there for people to see. Anything to help get the exposure out. And then and there's just all kind of neat stuff you could do. In Little League teams net, if your kids are in Little League teams, they are always looking for fundraising stuff. Your schools are coming back up. Man, I'm telling you, come September, they are going to be looking for fundraising stuff. So go talk to them. Make your product a fundraiser product if it's something that would qualify for that. There's nothing wrong with that. Anything you could do, make them a deal. And so you can get your volume going. If you might have to take a little less profit when you do that, but and maybe donate something to the Little League team or something. But if it keeps your profit moving, if it keeps your product moving, anything like that will work. So don't be afraid. Get out there and work. And like I say, coupon and deal sites. If you remember the course, we've got some ways that you can go. And all I do is go to the coupon and deal sites, figure out how to use them. And let me tell you, I have gotten kicked off of 2 or 3 good coupon and deal sites because I've kind of pressed the deal and pressed it, and they've thrown me off. And I don't mean to do that, but I just do that because I want people to realize, I kind of push the issue so I can tell the people on the course how they're going to do and what's going to come down for it, but and how they're going to come down on the dealer who, if you kind of press the issue. So if they say just do it once or twice a month, do it once or twice a month. Don't try 3 or 4 like me and get thrown off. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of coupon and deal sites to go around. Someday I'm going to make a list of all of them and I'll put them on there, but I haven't done that so far because some of them are not not item specific. That's not what I want to say. They're category specific, so they don't work for anybody. But they're good ideas to put your deals on. And and if you have it, if you remember the course, you've got that leverage eBay. List your stuff on eBay. For guys' sakes, that's a free benefit of the course. You can use that. Teaches you how to do it. And if you're out there, list your stuff on eBay and have Amazon FBA fulfill it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a good way to increase your sales in the summertime, especially if you got some summertime items that are moving or something like that. For guys' sakes, list those on eBay. Get yourself going. Get momentum in your thing. Get yourself going. Even if you make a little bit less per item, it's okay. Just keep going and keep it. You'll make it through the summer. You make it through the summer, you're going to make money, and you're going to make it through the summer with your product heading to the Q4 in the fall. And man, you're going to be doing great. You're going to do it, and you're going to make it. So try to do advertisement, coupon and deal sites, anything you can do to increase those sales. Why do it? That's what it is. Think outside the box. Don't think what everybody else is doing because you're just going to get swallowed up with the crowd. Think outside the box and do it, and we'll go through some of those. But so have a plan to compensate for being slow, or you could accept that it's slow and enjoy the time off. Now, I'm going to be the first to tell you that for years I thought this was sacrilege that you would take time off and spend some time with your family. Now, don't get me wrong. We went to church on Sundays and we did that. But on Sunday afternoon, I was back to the business. I was working and I probably just wasn't the greatest thing to do. I didn't have a lot of fun with my family. I spent a lot of time working. So what can I tell you? And that wasn't right. I apologize to my kids for doing it because, I don't know what to tell you, but I as you get older, you learn about it. You finally figure out what's important, and family is important. That family you got, that little child you've got, they're just following you around and everything like that. Man, you need to spend some time with them. Just rolling around the grass, jumping on the trampoline, playing basketball out in the yard. Whatever it is that child wants to do it. Take some time off and do it. Now's the time. Build that relationship. Build that family. So, and then I if you don't have kids, you can catch up on your reading. Catch up on a lot of things you like to do. Just nothing wrong with, and like the last thing, just chill and make some lemonade. So, is that good? Yes, that's good. Chill and make some lemonade. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Sometimes you revitalize your body and your soul, your whole outlook on life. You're able to think outside the box more clearly because you're making some lemonade. You're just chilling, and sometimes you're not even going to be thinking about it, and ideas are going to come to it. When they do, write them down. Don't go out and get started on them right away. Write them down so you understand them and come back to them later when you got some time. But just chill. Just take it easy this summer. So with that being said, let me see. That is going to go. I'm going to stop this screen sharing right here. Oh, where are we at? Hold on here a minute. Right here I am. Okay, and so that's that. Now I'm going to get rid of the showcase app, turn it off, and now I've got the question and answer app. There's your questions right there. So take some time. You can ask me any questions you want about anything. You can ask me what. Now I've got some rule changes now. I've got one more slide, which we're going to go back over there in a minute. But if anybody got any questions on that, I'd be glad to answer them. If not, we'll go right back over there and see that last slide, because I've got some things about the rule changes and a couple other things I want to share with you, a couple of websites I want you to visit. And there's a testimony I've got there. It's not for me, it's from another website I found this week, just going through some of the email I got, and I thought it was something to be real interesting. So I'll take you over there in a minute. So, but like I say, we've got it right here. If you would like to, ask any questions, why go ahead. If not, why we're going to go over there. So I'll wait just a minute. I'm going to grab a drink of water. All right, I don't see any questions coming on a little bit, because I know this is not real fast. This it takes a while for when somebody submits a question. It takes a while for it to get into the box there. So we're going to wait just a couple minutes. We're not that far. We're only 17 minutes into the show here, and that's good. So I'm going to wait a couple of minutes, but I'll keep talking here about. I might even get up and do a song and dance. I threaten that just about every week, and I've never done it yet. But one of these nights, I'm going to get up there and do it. So, okay. So I can see we don't. I'm going to go back over here, and we're going to share one more thing. All right, we're here. Now is the next slide. Now, this is things to watch out. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about for summertime. This is things to watch out for. Now, Amazon has sent me a couple, and I guarantee you that they are very serious about that. You can't see it here. I've got a couple letters from them as a supplier, and July 15th, the listing of more than 200 characters will be suppressed. Now, that's this right here, this character count outline. What that is, if you click on that, that's a website that's just going to tell you how many characters are in your paragraph or whatever it is. So they say 200 characters. Man, I'm telling you, you should use at least 197, 198 of those characters, because you want that title to be keyword rich. You want it to make sense, and you want it to grab customers' attention and get more sales. But if you go over that 200 characters, believe me, they will suppress your listing. What does suppress your listing? It means they won't show it. And you will tell you something else. I'd be willing to bet they will not tell you. Now, that might surprise you, but it don't, because they've listed you twice, and I've known they have done it to me. I have had my listing suppressed because I kind of ignored these a year or so ago when they came out, and they're getting tougher all the time. What do I say? Amazon is getting more like Google every day. And do I think that's good or bad? I think it's bad. I think Google, and Amazon, they're companies, and they have their best interest at heart. And as far as you're concerned, you're important to them in the fact that they can use. If you give their customers good service, if you give them what they want, man, they'll be your best friend. But when you don't, and you cross the line, and if you have 201 characters and you didn't change that listing, they're going to suppress it. I'm going to tell you that right now. So don't be surprised if you want to play the game with it. Come July the 16th, and you turn on and you find out your products are suppressed, your listings are suppressed. What can I tell you? The thing you can do, as I told you right here, you can check your managed inventory for quality issues. Your items may be suppressed. Now, I'll be honest with you. I have not been to manage inventory for maybe a couple months, because not like I used to be when I was doing retail arbitrage, and that I'd go in a couple times a week because I changed the prices and everything like that. Well, now that I'm back down to, I still have some items in there, but most of them, and I'm not worried about changing the prices, so I don't go in there as often as I should. I go to Seller Central and all that to check my if I've gotten any messages or anything like that I need to take care of every day. But I don't go into manage inventory like I did. But I went in there today, and I'm going to tell you, I found 4 of my items that had minor quality issues. Now, somebody in Amazon must be going through and checking all the listings for color. Now, every quality issue I had was for color, especially on a bamboo cutting board. And I'm going to be honest with you, I did not list the quality. I didn't think it was anything that was important or anything else, but apparently somebody from the Amazon thinks that that color issue is necessary. So 4 of my items, I got dinged. They didn't suppress them, but they had a quality issue, which means they don't list them full like they did. And I noticed that the listings were, I wasn't getting a lot of sales, but I just thought it was summertime, and I was doing like I just told you right there, I was kind of chilling out, having a good time. Well, we've also, as you know, we have been moving, and oh, by the way, we found a house. We submitted an offer, and we got approved. I mean, not approved, but they accepted the offer. So in about July, right around July the 20th, we're going to be moving again. And I hope, guys, this is the last time again. But I'm excited. It's a neat house. It's it's just going to be neat because it's got a well, but anyway, it's got a great, big, huge room that I can use to have my family together. Before we had a big house, but we all had to sit at separate tables. This time I can put it all in one room at a big table, and I'm just really excited. It's a neat house, and it's one my wife and I, because we want to do a lot of traveling and all that. So we're gonna get in it, and once we get set up, why I'll probably be doing these things out on the road, which I can do. So what can I tell you? But let's see. So going back to what I'm going to. Oh, so they did. But like I say, they didn't suppress my listing. But when you get if you have a quality issue on that, what it means is they're not going to show your item as much as they normally would. So, which is going to affect your sales and all the other things that goes along with it. So, for guys' sakes, if you don't go in, check your manage inventory, and find out, there'll be on the column right there, the very left column right there, there'll be a little symbol, a little quality symbol, if it is. And all you have to do is go all the way over to the right, click it, edit it, and then it'll bring up exactly what they want you to do. Like I say, in my cases, it was color. And so what color do you put down for bamboo? I put bamboo down. Oh, then I had another one, which was a green glass object. And so I put green down. But that's all spelled out in the details. And so in the listing and all that, but I guess they thought it should be in the color too. So like I say, Amazon, what Amazon wants, Amazon's going to get, as far as I'm concerned. So I checked that, changed that, and now my listings are all running the way they do. Okay, now this last thing right here, if you copy that, or you want to go over right now, just click on it, bookmark it, and come back, and then afterwards, I would really like you to read that. Tell you why, because this is involved a fairly well-known Amazon seller who had his account suspended. And I'm not going to go into detail about why or anything like that. Let you make it. But the thing I want to try and point out is, like I said down below, remember, Amazon has the right to be unreasonable. Now, let me tell you one more time. Amazon has the right to be unreasonable. They're not playing by your rules. They're playing by their rules. And if they want to change the rules, they can change the rules. And as far as you're concerned, I think it's ridiculous to fight them. I think you just need to say yes, sir, or yes, ma'am, or what do you want? Don't be gender specific here, but do whatever and do whatever Amazon wants you to do. You know, like I say, they ding me for not having the color on it. I accept that. I'll change that. But like I say, they don't tell you on these. I didn't know those items were suppressed. Didn't have the slightest idea. Never received a what I call a notice from Amazon. To the best of my knowledge, I don't, because I kind of look, especially with this course, because if something comes up, I want to notify you, and I didn't see anything like that, and so I did, but four of my items were suppressed, partially suppressed, not a complete suppressed like they're talking about the 200 characters. I'm going to say one more time, July 16th, you got 201 characters or more, you're going to be suppressed. That means they're going to take it off all the time. They're not playing with this one. It's been going on for quite a while. It's been 6-8 months. They've been coming up to this point, and they're going to do it. So, but just like I say, remember down there at the bottom, Amazon has the right to be unreasonable. And I hope I gave you time to copy this down, or you can click it. Just go over there and bookmark that and read it, because it's a good read. It's a long read. I'm going to tell you that. It's a long read because he takes everything from the day he got suspended till, I'm not going to spoil the story for you, but like I say, I think it's tells you what happened. I know from a good friend of mine. Well, he's not a real good friend, but John Grollo, who I know real well. He got his account suspended last year for he actually, well, the difference between that, he actually knew what it is, but it took him a long time to get, because when they suspend you, they not only cut off all your listings, they also cut off your money. You lose your money. They keep your money until they get the issues settled. So let me tell you, it's not fun, especially if like John Grollo, who was doing, was hitting right up there around 70,000, 80,000 a month or so, and you lose that money. They hold it for you. You don't lose it, but you're not going to get it. You're not going to be able to use it. So those are things to watch out for, and that's what I talk about, the Amazon rule changes that I want to bring to your attention tonight. I just hope you understand, and I'm not trying to be negative, but that's just all stuff that's coming up right now. And like I say, Amazon is using this time to kind of clean house. They're trying to, because believe me, they're busy just like we are, and they've got people do this all the time, but they're trying to catch up right now, and they're trying to get those quality issues, because what have I told you all the time? Amazon wants nothing more than for their customers to have the best possible experience when they come on that Amazon. And whether it's your product or somebody else's product, they want you to give those people outstanding customer service. And that's what I hope you're doing. So with that saying, I'm going to stop sharing, go back over, and if we got some questions, we will get back out. Now, why is this? For some reason, I'm having trouble tonight. Here I am. So I don't know why, but it's not coming back by itself. But here I am back in my natural glory, and what can I say? But I hope you got something out of it. There's a place up there to submit your questions. I'll take questions on anything you want. If you'd like, on any of those suspensions or things, or what we talked about in the summertime, it's it's summertime. I don't know about you. I've been watching some of those places out west and down here in Florida. It's been brutal. We usually don't get this. Florida is noticed for being warm and everything like that, but usually until late August, September, and that, we don't get these 92, 93 days, and it very seldom ever gets more than 92, 93. And plus, we also have a nice warm ocean breeze, but it's been getting brutal down here. So have pity on me, guys. And I know some of you people out west where it's been in the 100 teens and whatever and all that. Man, I don't think I'd like that. But I realize it's dry. You don't have the humidity like you have down here in Florida, because when we get 92, 93, we also have usually 100% humidity, which is, that just makes the old sweat just, when I say not fall right off, but it clings to you and just makes kind of miserable. But what can I tell you? That's life. That's part of being in paradise. I love Florida. What can I say? I love Florida, and not interested in moving any place except where it might be someplace that's a little bit warmer year round now. I don't know. My brother-in-law lives in Hawaii. They say that's pretty nice, but I don't know if I want. I don't know. not going to say anything about Hawaii because I really don't know. I had a good friend when I was in the Army that was from Hawaii, and wouldn't mind going seeing him. But what can I tell you? And my brother-in-law too, you know. So anyway, what can I'm just kind of, if you can't tell, I'm trying to keep talking here because nobody is putting any questions up there. And you know, what can I say, guys? I am here. I would like to do some. I'd like to answer your questions. Just sitting here talking for, you know, kind of filling space and everything like that is not exactly my fun time. I tell you a little bit. I just told you about Hawaii. If you want to hear something else, just put it up there. But I'll try. I'll grab another glass of water here, a sip of water. Like I say, as I was talking about earlier, we are working on some new videos for the course on coupon and deal sites because I don't know why. Just all of a sudden, I do private 101s with the course members, and this, well, it wasn't this week. The first part of this week, but mainly last week, I had 2-3 of them ask me about these coupon and deal sites. So I realized that, well, maybe I need to spend a little bit more time, and you know, so we're going to do that. The course grows, I grow, people that are on the course grow. That's what it's all about. As long as we keep growing, day by day, we get better. We get a little better, a little better, a little better, a little better. You know, what can I tell you? That's what it's all about. When you get better, usually you make more money, or you eliminate some mistakes. You make, you know, and make more money, and keeps growing and growing and growing. And that's what it's all about. Lord, it's every day. Lord, I say, just you prosper me, you enlarge my tents. You know, what can I say? What can I say? It's just, I love this business. That's what I've been doing for all my life. I love doing business. I love selling things. I love making money. You know, and being honest about it, helping other people do it. That's what it's all about. So what can I tell you? I see we got a bunch of viewers on here tonight. Well, we just got another one just popped up there. So like I say, ask your honest, please submit some questions. I would love to take some questions. If not, I will probably cut it off here in a few minutes or so, because just to sit here and tell you about Hawaii and all that stuff is not, I'm sure that's not what you jumped on here for. You've got questions, you want things you'd like answers for. Here, I'm willing to do it. And like I say, I talked before, if you give me a question and I can't answer, honestly, I will tell you about it, and I will also copy it down and then get back to you. So with that being said, take some questions. So the viewers keep popping on here. We're getting more and more. We just got a couple more there. What can I tell you, guys? It's question and answer time, and no questions. What am I going to do? Poor me. We talked about that in the PowerPoint for you people that just came on. We talked about the poor me syndrome. You know, I think I'll go eat some worms. Nobody's submitting questions. I don't know. Guys, what can I do? We've got all these viewers and nobody's answering questions. So it's up there. I don't know what to tell you. I'm here. I'd love to answer your questions. Go. So what else can I tell you? We talked about this. Amazon is serious about this. 200 characters. I told you where the character count tool. It is on its character counts online is the place to go. It'll tell you exactly how many characters you've got in your title, and follow that and put it in. Like I say, 198, 199, 200, 201. And your listing is going to be suppressed over on the 15th. So don't do it. Scale it back. Keep it keyword rich. Keep it keyword exciting. Make it pop. You know, like I said, that's what it's all about. That's how you increase your sales. You know, the easiest thing to do is you can go on and get more products than that. But if you can double your sale just by increasing your title and your description, and especially your pictures. for guys' sake, I was talking to one of the guys in the course today. They were talking about having some pictures made, and they were going to do it themselves, and they're going to do this, and they're going to do that. Folks, it ain't worth it. You're going to, if you don't have there's nothing wrong with it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you what you can do and can't, but I'm going to tell you, when you take those pictures and you give them to a good graphic artist who understands exactly what you want, he's going to make those pictures pop. And when people hit your page, they're going to look at those pictures, because that's what they look at first of all. In case you haven't figured that out, they look at that picture before they look the title, and if that picture looks good, they'll stop and they'll read your title, and they're going to read your description. But if that picture, there's one lousy picture, then that's not showing anything that's any good, or not showing off your product. If you've got a product that is a bundle, or your product that a kit or something like that, your picture should be right there with the kit, and then everything laid out in front, so they know exactly what they're going to get. What causes your pictures to pop. That's what causes your listings to sell. That's what causes profit to come in. So believe me, spend a little extra money, and if you can do it, fine. If you want to build a box yourself, there's places out there that tells you how to do a listing box. Some night maybe I'll show, but I don't have it before me. Donald Schaefer, who knows been on this show, he and his wife, man, they're the ones that gave me the ones, and I have tried it, and there's nothing wrong with it. You can come to it, but that's not me. I'm going to give it to a graphic artist. I want because I want my pictures to pop. I honestly believe the pictures are the most important part of your listing, other than the title. And the reason that the title I put up above the pictures is because when you're putting things in a search bar on Amazon, the title is what Amazon uses to bring those people over there. So that's the reason I put that a little bit more. But pictures, when you're just searching through Amazon, just kind of looking around, looking for different things, and then I think the pictures are the number one most important thing in your listing, because that's what makes it pop. It's going to catch your attention. I mean, it's going to catch those people's attention, and they're going to say, hey, man, here is a good looking thing. I might be interested in that. And then they'll read your description and your bullet points and all that. So don't get me wrong. It's all important. But, man, those titles and those pictures, and, man, I can't make you spend money on pictures, but let me tell you, it'll be one of the most important items that you ever spent money on. Find a good graphic artist, Odesk, Elance, those places. They've got them. I use a guy over in Pakistan, and then I also use a young lady from the Philippines who does a great job. So go there and find them. And you put it in the course. There's a sample of how to list what you want in there, but do it, and I guarantee you, within 45 minutes, you're going to have 10 or 12 really good replies back and quotes back, and you're going to be surprised. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's not even going to cost you an arm, or anything like that. But it is going to cost you some money, probably $75, maybe $100. But let me tell you something. It'd be the best $100 you ever spent, because that's what's going to bring the customers in, and that's what's going to cause the customers to look at your listing. That's what's going to call the customers to buy your listing, is the pictures. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Dale Carnegie said that years ago, and I firmly believe it. And believe me, with Amazon, if that's not only true, but it's more important than ever, because pictures are what cause people to buy. When you get everything laid out there, you get people understand what you want. If you've got something special on the label, make sure there's a picture of the label in your seven. You got 7 or 9 pictures, whatever department you're in. So use every one of them and keep it clear. So what can I tell you? That's my rant about pictures, and I don't remember what we were talking about that got me started on that, but because we were talking about listings. So what can I tell you guys? I just start to ramble sometimes, and I don't. But that's one of my hot spots, and you know it. If you want to be successful in this business, you either learn how to take pictures and how to do them successfully and become a professional at them, or you hire somebody to do it, because you want your product to pop, and that's it. Or otherwise, it's just going to be there, and you're just going to be another Rand, another so, and that's ridiculous. Why do you want to go spend all the money sourcing? and finding the right product, having a nice label made and everything else, and then ship it to Amazon, and then you don't care about the listing. Come on, give me a break. This is what we're here for. We're here to be successful, and that's part we do. So what can I tell you? Like I say, you got me started on pictures tonight because, man, I tell you, I can take you over to Amazon right now, and I can show you listing after listing after listing after listing. The pictures are just, they suck. What can I tell you? You want me to put it out plain? They suck. People don't care when they're going to turn people off. And Amazon is one of the ones that's especially bad about this, because I've seen a lot of Amazon listings out there where they just have like one lousy picture up there. They don't explain what it's about or anything else. The only reason Amazon gets is because they cut the price way down, so you can't compete with them. Nobody can make money, and they don't. Amazon hasn't made money in how many years? But they keep growing and they keep growing. So like I say, it's Amazon's ball game, so play with it. But you can beat Amazon. I definitely wouldn't go against them on a different item for an item they're selling, because to sell it at the price they are, you're not going to make any money either. You could probably maybe get more sales if you do the pictures and that. But like I said, don't go against Amazon. That's not who you want to go against. Go against somebody else who's got no pictures, a lousy listing, doesn't even have a description. How many products do you see? Just fly through and see. And these are actually going to surprise you, because there are products up there in the 100, 200, and 500 range, or some listing range, numbers, something like that. And they don't even have a description. My God, that's the easiest piece. That's picking. And, every week I get letters from people who aren't members of the course now, but they answer me and says, Terry, I've done like you said. I've gone and looked at the top 100, like 500, and I can't find any listings in this category. And I'll think, my gosh. And sometimes if I'm not that busy or something, go over the category, and I guarantee you within 3 minutes with Jungle Scout, I'm going to find 3 to 4 to 5 items that can be listed. So what can I tell you? I just saw we pop up here. Wait a minute. What's this? We have got from Haley. And Haley says, hello, Terry. Haley, good evening and welcome. It's nice to see you. Do you have a question or something I can answer for you? Or you just want me to keep on ranting here for a while? Because those are my favorite things, because, I get I really ought to take a guess, because I suppose I probably average 3 to 4 different emails. Well, it's not only emails, but as you know, this goes to YouTube, and YouTube, every one of the videos, you can leave a comment underneath. And so a lot of them, I'll be back now tomorrow morning on this one here, probably from this rant, and then I'll probably get a whole bunch of comments. But that's okay, and I'll answer them. I try my best to answer every thing I've got, whether it's YouTube or you email me personally or whatever you do. I kind of answer those, because I'm serious about this. I want you to prosper. And if you don't do the right things, if you're going to do it your way, you ain't going to do it. Do it my way. When you get to the point you're making sales, and you're making good sales at Amazon, then try your way. But until then, follow the system. And I don't care whether it's my system or Andy Slamman's or a couple others, Brett Bartlett. I don't care what system it is, but follow the system. Don't take some of mine, some of Andy's, and some of Brett's and try to put it up, and you're going to fail. I'll tell you that right now, because we all teach from a different perspective. And my way is because of the lifestyle, and Andy, he's building sales. What can I tell you? Neither one is wrong, but they don't mix together. It's like oil and water. What can I tell you? I respect Andy, and his system works, just like my system works. Brett Bartlett's system works, but don't mix them together. Get me started on this, and I'm going. So wait, and I see here. Haley says hello, and I say Haley, and then I see we have here. I am okay, and this is Haley again. Okay, I am new at FBA and ordered a private label product, which is on its way. I enjoy your videos would like more guidance with this product. How do I find more about your course? It took a long time to find out the question section. Oh, I'm sorry, Haley. It is. And I put that down. I mean, okay. About the course, you are, it's very simple. If you go to privatelabelselling.com, you go on there and you'll find the place, course information. It'll be right up there. It's privatelabelselling.com, and it's go there and talk about the course. If you want our tools, you find Jungle Scout. There's a lot of things, but it's just privatelabelselling.com, or you can shoot me an email, Terry Shire. It's right there, terryshire@gmail.com. I will get it. What can I tell you, Haley? Love to tell you more about the course and everything. It's a neat course. We try to get together, at least once or every 2 weeks with the course members to find out how they're doing. In private, you can always get a hold of me. So what can I tell you? Love to meet you and love to be able to work with you. So, but get a hold of me and I'll make sure you get the information. But it's privatelabelselling.com. It's all one word, Private Label Selling. And, it's right there. It'll say course information, tell you all about it. It's $349. It's a one-time, or there's a 3-payment plan or 1-payment plan, but it gets you in, and it's a lifetime. And, it's a lifetime membership. So, like I say, we make new videos. We do stuff. We do these things every. These programs are done every Monday. Wow. I don't know what's wrong, guys. Every Thursday night. Sorry, Haley. Every Thursday night at 8 p.m., we do this Sell Your Own Product on Amazon for income and lifestyle, with the emphasis on lifestyle, because that's what makes my teaching a little bit different from all the others, because we emphasize the lifestyle. We don't think you should be working your butt off to make a living and to making a good thing from Amazon. We believe you should be able to do it. We believe it takes some work up front, but once you get this going, it's just a simple process. You get it going and it's automated, and so you can kick back and you can relax and enjoy your income. So that's what we're all about. Like I say, privatelabelselling.com or terryshire@gmail.com. Either way will get me, and glad to help you out. But that's the course information is all there. So, Haley, glad to meet you. What can I tell you? Anybody else? We've got some, what time have we got? We've got actually 10, 11 minutes yet to go. Be glad to answer any questions. As you said, for those of you tuned in late or something like that, we have finally found a house. We made an offer on it. I think I told you last week, or maybe I don't know. It doesn't make any difference. But anyway, we found the house. They accepted our offer. We had it inspected yesterday. The inspections turned out all right, so we're good to go. And we're going to be closing right around the 20th. I haven't heard exactly when. So there's probably 1 week in there we will not have a Google Hangout when we're going to be moving. But other than that, we're going to hang for the next 2-3 weeks for sure. And then we probably miss a week and then be right back after that, because we want you to be successful. I know it's summertime. I know things are slow, but this is when you can, as we talked about in the first part of the show, this is the time when you can catch up on what you got to do, or this is time you can take time, go to the beach, get a little sand between your toes, and recharge your batteries, because we all need that. Enjoy your family. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? And then we also talked about some of the Amazon rule changes, the 200 characters. We talked about going through your manage inventory and find out if you've got any products that are partially suppressed or suppressed. It's very important. So Haley has got another one here. Hold on a minute. Select. Oh, great. I love the emphasis on lifestyle. Well, check it out. I have so many questions. Thank you. Haley, you're welcome. Just like I say, shoot me those questions. Be glad to answer them. Or if you want to, you can put the questions in here. We've still got 10 minutes or so, or a few minutes to go. So be glad to answer them here, or be glad to answer them in private for you, whatever you wish. So that's what we've been talking about. This is summertime. It's slow. It's going to be slow. Going to guarantee it. But that doesn't mean your sales have to be slow. There's things you can do. We talked that, so I'm not going to go over through all that. You can go back and watch in the first part, and you can go back and watch last week's kind of on the same subject like that. So, but I'm going to tell you right now, Amazon is taking this time to catch up on some of the stuff they've been warning people about. So they're coming down too. They're closing accounts, they're suspending accounts, and that's the reason I gave you that link that I gave you on the last slide there. It's all about how this one guy got his account suspended. And I'm going to let you read the thing. It's a long read, so just go over there and check it out and spend some time. But what can I tell you here? It is, I've got 8:52 on my trusty clock right here, which means we've got about 8 minutes. But if we're not going to have any more questions, you got my rant for the night. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get excited about that, because those pictures and the listings are crucial. And even my course member, I try to emphasize that, and yet I get questions about the sourcing and everything, which is important. But then they get all that done. They get all excited. They've got to search, and then they forget about the label. They forget about the UPC, and they just want to get their product to Amazon, and they forget about how to do that listing. They maybe they choose to ignore it because, I'm going to tell you, it takes some time to get those pictures right. But take that time, use that time. That's what summertime's for, as far as that goes, anytime. You need to spend time on those pictures because the listing and the pictures are crucial. They are absolutely necessary for you to be successful. And if you ignore those, you're going to ignore so much money off the table. So what can I tell you? Take advantage of it. For God's sake, Amazon tells you how many characters. Amazon tells you they've also got so many characters for the description, so many characters for this. And I'm not going to go through all that tonight. Some night we'll put a list on that up there if you don't know, but they'll tell you in there. And fill them out. That is gold, and you need to fill those out because that's where your money's coming from. That's what people see. Like I say, if people are putting stuff in the search engine one more time, that's where the listing comes in, and that's why it's so important that it be keyword rich, because when people put in their bamboo cutting boards or something, that's why you want to make sure that if you're listing bamboo cutting boards, you have all that stuff in there, so that they will show your listing. If you don't, you're not going to. In the same way, when people are just searching through Amazon, just looking, that's where the pictures come up, because what's the first thing they look at? It's not the title. It's not the description. It's nothing else than the pictures up there and the main picture you've got on there. You want to make sure that main picture pops. And I tell you, as thing as I can, it's important. And if you got to spend $80 or $90 for that picture, do it. You will double, triple your sales just because of it. So spend some time, and don't think that those pictures are just something you do just to fill in, because they're not. They're so important. And like I say, if you've got selling a product that has more than one part, make sure one of those pictures is the product, stand itself, and then in front of it laying out is all the parts. That's important. People want to know what they're going to get, and they trust you when you lay out like that and you show people. So show them exactly what they're going to get. If there's something different about that, unique about that, make sure, whether it's on the label or where it's at, have a picture of the label and make sure it shows it what it is or what's unique about it. Pictures all around. Make that because those pictures are the same thing as taking that product and handing it to your customer. It's the best you can do online. You're handing to the customer with a picture, and you're asking him to look at the different pictures, look at the different sides, look at all it contains, look at the quality of the merchandise, And that's what it's all about. So hire a good graphic designer, get those pictures, and don't rely on just plain pictures. Have a graphic designer, make it better. Come on, folks. This is how you're going to survive. Get those pictures and get them in. And same way with your listing. Amazon allows you 200 words. Make sure they are keyword rich. And of course, we teach you how to do all this. I'm telling you what to do. Do it. Keyword rich. Not presenters, media, presenters. What am I saying? Merchant words. Go to Merchant Words, get an account at Merchant Words, and find out what people are typing into Amazon. You can go to Google, but Google doesn't tell you what people are typing into Amazon. Merchant Words does. Merchant Words is to me, if you're selling on Amazon, Merchant Word should be your keyword tool of choice, because what's better than getting it from the merchant, getting it from Amazon himself? And that's what merchants do. They take their queries and their things directly from what was typed into Amazon. So for keyword tool for Amazon is Merchant Words. What can I tell you? And we're getting close now, and don't have any more questions. Haley, I thank you for asking questions. And the rest of you guys out there, there's a lot of you out there, and nobody's answering questions. You listen to me rant, and I guess I should. I guess I do appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, guys. I appreciate every darn one of you that's watching, because I just like doing this. I get excited because I want the guys to prosper. What can I tell you? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. When we all prosper, we all learn from each other. We also gain from each other, and that's the way it goes. So, without that being said, we've got no more questions. So it's I got 8:58. It's time to kind of sign out here, and like I say, I appreciate you watching tonight. Like I say, we're going to have about I think 2 or 3 more Thursday night broadcasts every Thursday night, 8:00 p.m. If you want to know more about the course, go to privatelabelselling.com, and it'll be right there. Course information or whatever you want. There's other things. Oh, and on the site too, you can not only get every one of these that we do on a Thursday night, you can also join my YouTube channel, where you're going to get it. This will be posted up there probably within a half an hour or so. Every one we've always doing is listed in my new YouTube channel, or you can go to privatelabelselling.com, and over on the right side, it gives you the 10 last ones, and we're going to be changing that. Hopefully this week I get around to it, because I was going to do it last week and didn't get to it, but we're going to change that from last into a thing to go to a special page, and it'll have all of them on there. But it'll have the last 10 Google Hangouts we've done. Whatever can I tell you? Whatever, it'll have them right there, and you can watch them. There's no cost to do it. You can see them YouTube channel or here, either place you want. They're there for you, for your edification, or what I call it, and mine too, because I learn. Sometimes some of the questions you have make me have to look things up, and I do. So that's how I learn, and I just love it. And so with that being said, I think it's time. I got 9:00 right exactly. We're going to stop on time tonight, so that I say. So I'm going to say I will see you next Thursday night. If you need to ask me a question, email me. It's right here, terryshire@gmail.com. You'll get me. And what more can I say? So with that saying,